Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube show in which you are brought Slot Machine Sunday, Money Cards Monday, Tic Tac Tuesday, Whammy Mania Wednesday, Thundercracker Thursday, and Flinging Dice Friday and Saturday Superstarcade. Also wrestling news from Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, NXT UK, Impact Wrestling, SmackDown and 205 Live, and AEW Rampage, and special episodes from Road and Up, Cyber Swaggin', and the philosophies of Lee McLeese. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube show of fun, of knowledge, strategy, luck and daring, and mental shenanigans. This is WEML-TV Channel 77. And now here's the host of the show, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It is none other than Eric M. Lima. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful Announcer, sir. Well, hello there. I am presenting this YouTube channel vlog show to you all. I am your friendly neighborhood, sweet, bumbling Bofa Raver. That means I've appeared on the following shows, at least one episode of, and I will advertise them at the same time to you. The Bumbling Bozos Variety Program. Join Uriel Ibarra, David St. Dennis, Mike Wilson, and Jeremy Dimitrick every Saturday night at 9 o'clock on the Ibarra Bros Studios YouTube channel, the Bumbling Bozos Variety Program. And then you got Bofus on the Sofas. Join Garrison Newkirk, Jerome Latimer, and the Putnam brothers, Alex and Austin, every Monday late afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Check your local listings for time and schedule. Not only that, I am also one of 5 panelists on the Rant and Rave podcast. Not only I am one of 5 panelists, also join the other panelists of the co-founders and co-creators of Rant and Rave, Brandon Martin and Jordan Little, alongside Uriel Ibarra and Michael Mabardier every Thursday night at 8 on the Rant and Rave podcast. Then you got the 2 sweet wrestling podcasts. Excuse me for just a second here. 2 sweet wrestling podcasts. Not only I'm one of 4 panelists, I'm also joining Joseph Cumia Jr., the founder of the podcast, alongside Zach Zuniga and Jordan Little. Every Tuesday night we do NXT live reactions at 8 o'clock, and every other Saturday we do a regular podcast at 8 o'clock as well on the Elite JC TV YouTube channel. Check us out there. I'm also the five-time Shucky Ducky Quack Bumbling Bozos Bozy Awards nominee. Now this YouTube show that I, Eric Lima, am hosting could be a nominee for 2022 for Bozy Awards. But things are going to change, ladies and gentlemen. Forgive me, this face is bothering me already. Anyways, this is WEML TV Channel 77, episode 1154 of the show, and I want to give a shout out before April the 19th, 2022, 10:27 p.m. Just got done watching NXT 2.0 with my good friend Joseph Cumia Jr., as he saw on the NXT live chat. But I want to give a shout out to Ben Masters and Halloween fan DCMC89. I hope I got that right. For subscribing to my YouTube channel. I do appreciate you two being fans of my channel and liking the content and all. I'm glad you guys get a chance to check me out. So opportunity knocks, door opens, man. So what's up, brother? So what's up, guys? So hope you guys like my content. Yeah, tell all your friends, tell everybody about it. So let's going to go to NXT 2.0 Event Center for the 19th, 2022. Joe Gacy, while they were recapping the gauntlet match for the NXT Tag-Team Titles, Joe Gacy a little bit of mind games and decided to cut a promo on Bron Breakker. It seems like Joe Gacy's got something on his mind, And then the new NXT Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, yes boy, came out, kicked off NXT and addresses the Orlando crowd. And then the grizzled young veterans, who were just going by Gibson and Drake at the moment, interrupts Pretty Deadly. They were hot about not being involved in the gauntlet match and everything else, and I don't blame them. And then Legado del Fantasma comes out, starts running the starts saying, "Hey, you guys don't belong," and all that. So both teams brawled. While both teams were brawling to the back, here comes Bron Breakker, enters the crowd, calls out Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy responds to Bron Breakker, "Come find me," yada yada yada. All that psycho gibberish that Joe Gacy speaks very well. But then Santos Escobar responds to Carmella Hayes' promo on him via a tablet on it. So Carmella Hayes is like, "Hey, bring it on." Hayes and Trick Williams then respond to Escobar's message. Let's go at it. Sarray, the Warrior of the Sun, went one-on-one with Tiffany Stratton, not born with a silver spoon in her mouth. If you don't, that's an 80s TV sitcom joke. If you don't get it, Lauren Tuthill did get the joke. Over whoever doesn't, you're too young for me, bro. you're too young at all. Period. I didn't say that right. You're way too young to understand. There we go. That's better. And then the grizzly young veterans in the back complaining about Pretty Deadly and Legado del Fantasma, and Breakker pushes them, and they were like real upset about it. Then he searches for Gacy and finds the empty case that held his father. Looks like the mind games of Gacy. And then Pretty Deadly was too busy celebrating their tag team title win until Persia Piranha and Indy Hartwell confront them. And they said, "Hey, you guys are good, fighting champions. How about this? You take on our team." And then Dexter Lumis and Duke Hudson show up. And then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Grayson Waller, talking about how Grayson Waller said that he didn't win the tag team titles as a Sanga. Andre the Giant and Bodie Hayward interrupt him, and he said, "Hey, this is going to be a teachable moment." I love Andre Chase. And then Sanga confronts Waller. Waller starts running, pushes Bodie Hayward in front of him. Sanga pushes him out of the way. Says, "No way, I want Waller." And then Bodie Hayward and Andre Chase goes, "Wow, this is interesting." And did you see the size of that guy? And then Sanga went one-on-one. Sanga was chasing Grayson Waller to the ring. They went one-on-one, and a huge upset. Cora Jade. Not quite. In a huge upset, Grayson Waller did beat Sanga. I thought Sanga would have the advantage and pound Grayson Waller's face to the mat. Anyways, Cora Jade did a cut of promo on Natalya. Says, was very upset what Natalya did last week, slapping her across the face, knocking her down, put her in a sharpshooter, and then she held a picture that she was 10 years old with Natalya, and then she ripped it up, in half, and then stepped on the face of Natalya. That is sad, but hey, we'll see what happens there. Cora Jade decided to step up. And then they had a promo on a young girl playing the WE 2K20 games, WE 2K games, and then she talked about how she grew up to be a wrestling fan and all that, and then she's still playing the game at her age, and found out it's Roxanne Perez who made her debut this past Friday night on NXT Level Up. She says she'll debut next week. But Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Roxanne Perez on NXT 2.0. And then, as Roxanne Perez was looking forward to making her debut, actually Toxic Attraction interrupts her and starts insulting her. But then they made a suggestion, "Why don't you push up your debut right now?" Roxanne Perez goes, "Now? I'll see what I can figure out." So you got that going. Then Legado del Fantasma, Joaquin Wilde and the former Raul Mendoza, he's going by a new name, Cruz del Toro, accompanied by Electra Lopez, took on the team of the Grizzled Young Veteran team, the GYV, like to call them, Zach Gibson, James Drake, and Legado del Fantasma did end up picking up the victory in a great tag team matchup. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Wes Lee, who has been looking very serious ever since him and his partner decided to advocate the tag team championships. Unfortunately, had to relinquish them since the firing of Nash Carter, unfortunately. and Zion Quinn interrupts him. Now, Zion Quinn has been having a different kind of attitude as of late. That could be attitude. Now, I think Zion Quinn is half Samoan too, so that part, who knows? Roman Reigns could be checking him out to be like a bodyguard. You know what this is? Have Solo Sikoa join the bloodline and have Zion Quinn come up and be the bodyguard for Roman Reigns. That's what I think should happen. Anyways, so Wes Lee says we'll see what's going on. As Zion Quinn interrupts Wes Lee, and it seems like Wes Lee says we'll see what happens. Then Carmella Hayes went one-on-one with Santos Escobar. Before that, Fallon Henley, Josh Briggs, and Brooks Jensen had a brawl with Elektra Lopez, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro. And, Carmella Hayes and Santos Escobar was a great matchup until two goon members from Tony D'Angelo's squad there confronted him, and then one of them whacked him in the back and the knee with a crowbar. Sean Stantz style, or is it Jeff Galooly or Tanya Harding style? I don't know what happened. Anyways, almost Santos Escobar went down like Nancy Kerrigan on that day. I forget when that happened. Then it was in the 90s. I think it was 94. I think Lillehammer Games, maybe. So, anyways, they attacked him and cost him the matchup, giving Hayes the victory. And then they cut a promo on Cameron Grimes, and then found out in 2 weeks at this new event called Spring Breakin', they're going to be challenged for the NXT North American Championship. But then Solo Sikoa was behind. Actually, before then, Cameron Grimes interrupts him and starts talking. Said, "Hey, I'm ready for a matchup." And then Solo Sikoa attacked Hayes and Williams, and then stares down Grimes, and then Grimes is like, and so Solo Sikoa is nodding his head and whatnot. And Breakker did continue his search for his father all around the building and entered a room full of mirrors, and then Joe Gacy used a reflection. It was there, and then Breakker starts breaking mirrors. 7 years bad luck, man. Malcolm Bevins and Roderick Strong were talking about, and Roderick Strong says the vision is not going according to the vision of Diamond Mine and all that. We got to get him, and then all of a sudden, Malcolm Bivens was all upset. Bivens was upset since they lost a chance to win the titles. And then Tatum Paxley went one-on-one with Natalya. And Natalya won in grand fashion with the sharpshooter. And then Tony D'Angelo interviewed about Santos Escobar, and what is he talking about? What, is this their car? Yep. So he's like, okay. Nathan Frazier will be coming to NXT 2.0 next week. Nathan Frazier is an NXT UK standout, and also a trainee of Seth Rollins, a student of Seth Rollins. Keep bearing that in mind. Indy Hartwell was talking to Hudson and Lumis about, matching up as a tag team, and then Hudson's trying to communicate with Dexter Lumis, who doesn't say anything. He gets frustrated to the point. Persia Pirotta goes, "What's going on?" Duke Hudson's like, "Ah," and then Persia and Indy were like, "I don't know what's going on." Well, Wes Lee took on Zion Quinn in a matchup, and it was a heck of a matchup, but Zion Quinn did win in excellent fashion. And his new catchphrase, "Run it straight." Then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Natalya about her victory over Tatum Paxley. And then Natalya's talking about how the Walker woman's on notice and all that. And then the lovely Nikkita Lyons interrupts her. And then Nikkita Lyons said this: "After I get done with Lash Legend, I'm coming after you." This looks like somebody's been noticing. So if I were Natalya, I would watch out. And, well, a young lady who was supposed to make her debut next week bumped up her debut tonight, and it was Roxanne Perez going one with 1/3 of Toxic Attraction and 1/2 of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Jacy Jayne. The match was going great until Wendy Chu appeared on a Titantron, and she wrecked the entire Toxic Lounge, distracting Jacy Jayne. Roxanne Perez took advantage of it, ended up picking up the victory over Jacy Jayne in Roxanne Perez's in-ring debut match. Legado del Fantasma Wild and Del Toro were celebrating, and Electra Lopez trying to console Santos Escobar was lost to Carmelo Hayes, and they looked at the car. Somebody locked down a wheel and then put a dead fish on the on the car. A little message said by Tony D'Angelo, maybe. And then Joe Gacy has been creeping around behind closed doors with security cameras on Bron Breakker. Meanwhile, the NXT Tag-Team Titles were on the line. Pretty Deadly, that's Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, the new Tag Team Champions. Yes, boy. Goes up against Dexter Lumis and Duke Hudson. It was a heck of a matchup. Duke and Dexter, I think they're not going to... I'm sure they're going to continue teaming up as long... You know, it was Indy and Persia's idea. And Pretty Deadly did retain the Tag Team titles to go, but the lights weren't out. As the Pretty Deadly was walking away, I thought the Creed brothers were going to attack them, and then all of a sudden Joe Gacy stands on top of some kind of balcony thing among the crowd and calls out Bron Breakker. Breakker shows up, and then, you know, Breakker wants his father's Hall of Fame because you get the ring back until you give me what I want. An NXT title shot at Spring Breaking. Bron Breakker says no problem. I'm sure he would love to get his hands on you in the ring. So Joe Gacy gave him back the ring, pats him back and said, hey, yada, yada, yada. Pushes him off. Pushes him off that balcony. But then as he was laid out, you see a lot of druids. And the druids surround Breakker. Oh boy. Undertaker 2.0? Much? I don't think so. But still, the druids thing, that's kind of creepy. But anyways, that is it. That is all the time we have on this show. Remember to like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications for more of my content. Okay. This is episode 1054 WEML-TV channel 77 NXT 2.0 Event Center for April the 19th, 2022. I'll see you guys later and have a great and wonderful night. I'll give you all the peace in your lives, the love in your lives, and the blessings of the Lord Jesus Christ from Him to me and from me to you. All right, it's a gift. Received a gift. All right, so if you excuse me, I got to upload this video. Then I'm going to get some shut-eye because I got work tomorrow. We're halfway through this week, and next week I'll be on vacation from work. That means I'll bring you all the content next week while I'm trying to clear all this crap out so I can put it upstairs. That way we will be ready. I will be ready to get things right. All right? Good night, everybody. Peace.